I wanted to let's go with this right here. Let me find it. Now you got to bear with me. It's been a while. Got to give me time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go. Here we go. I need a female for that, Texas.
5:50 p.m.
Female
Los Angeles,
only.
California.
So yeah,
Multiple
on YouTube, I
911
guess we're
calls
supposed to
reported
call
a
them
Department of
pew
Water
pews
and
instead
Power
of gun.
SUV ramming
Oh,
vehicles
okay.
and fleeing
Pew
near
pew.
Laurel Canyon Boulevard.
What is this, a
Division
fucking
officers
Saturday morning
responded quickly.
cartoon?
What unfolded next was utter chaos on the streets.
Pull over.
Boy, it's been a long time since we did this, huh? Oh, I didn't know that, David. What was your username on Twitch, David?
LAPD officers spotted the car and began a pursuit. As the suspect sped east, backup was called. In a bizarre turn of events, he spun the car around on the road. What was his ultimate plan?
Hey, Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Nathan from Twitch. Yeah, I know you missed me something fierce.
He crashed through the metal gate, but instead of continuing,
Oh, I
forward,
remember
he
DS
suddenly turned
April.
around and drove straight into the police cruiser.
Yeah, I remember the DS April because I kept calling you darling.
It all happened so fast. The police officer didn't even have time to get out of his patrol car. Caught off guard, the police scattered in all directions.
Look at that shit. Oh, man. That's what they should have done. Open fire. Get on the ground. Are you kidding me? He's not even out of his vehicle. He's saying, get on the ground.
He continued to ram into a truck. His
Some
reckless
officers
action forced the
don't
police to
use
open
common
fire.
sense.
Dozens of
Get on the
bullets pierced
ground.
his vehicle,
He's behind the
but he still
freaking wheel.
refused to surrender, charging straight at the officers in an even more defiant move.
Yeah, I remember that, David. Yeah, one person gives commands. That's it. Everybody else shut up. Excellent, Nathan. Can you guys hear me over the video, or is the video drowning me out? You're not the boss of me, Tons. I don't have to put my hands up.
The police set up a roadblock, but he drove straight into a line of trees.
You're gonna run
Still
after the
defiant, he
vehicle? How about
barricaded
use your
himself
patrol
inside the
unit?
vehicle as
You
officers
can go
closed
much
in,
faster that way.
leaving him with no way out.
Look, it's a tire. Okay, thanks, David and baby girl.
Grab some less lethal now. Hey, Fraser!
Ramirez
What are you
was
talking about,
treated
less
for gunshot
lethal?
wounds and
He's
later
using that
charged with
vehicle
felony
as a
assault
deadly
on
weapon, and they're talking about use less lethal.
His bail was set
No,
at
shoot that piece of shit in the head.
$152,000. 3 officers were injured, but
Headshot!
all are recovering.
Yeah, too many
26th,
instructions.
2024, State Road 5, Florida. At 10:30 a.m., a dark Dodge Ram doing 70 in a 45 triggered a high-stakes chase. The driver briefly
Thank you,
stopped,
Tons.
then bolted.
Yeah, it took me 2.5 hours Thursday night to fix it all, to figure out how to make it
On the
work.
other side.
Because OBS changed and updated in the last 5 months. So did my wavelength application. All of it updated. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, Calgon, take me away. Holy shit. Please.
The 2019 Dodge Ram tore across the bridge at over 100 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and striking multiple vehicles, including police cruisers. The driver veered into oncoming lanes, forcing cars off the road and plunging the pursuit into a new level of chaos and danger.
Are we having fun yet? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I had to figure out how to get the wavelength system on my audio mixer. Finally figured it out after about 2.5 hours. I mean, David S. was no help at all. I just wanted to throw that out there. No help at all. All he did was go to the kitchen, get some ding-dongs and a Diet Coke while I was struggling with my sound.
Overpowered this guy's sense of safety and sanity. He thought he wasn't a danger, but the hundreds of drivers he forced off the wrong side of the road would surely disagree.
Oh, I won't do the jelly beans no more. Every time I did the jelly beans, after I got off the stream, I was nauseated for hours. It wasn't worth it. Not at all. It wasn't worth it. Just nauseated for hours and hours after the stream. Yeah, David, we had a text stream. That's what it was.
High-stakes drama erupted when Lapidus ditched his
Sorry,
truck on a
Pat.
packed bridge and dove
I'm no
into
good
the
at that
ocean.
shit.
Moments
Obviously,
later,
I'm not
road
either.
party deputies arrived
You
by
witnessed
boat,
it. I'm not
pulling him
good
from
at
the
it
water
either.
And bringing the wild chase to a stunning close. The reason he ran, and the reason he jumped, is now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. I'd bet anything that whatever it was would have landed him a much longer prison sentence than the charges he was already...
See, this is what I think, okay? Yeah, everybody, and this is just my opinion. Just throwing it out there. But this is also my opinion after 17 years out there on the streets, chasing these people on foot, or these animals, these idiots. You run from the police, they should be able to open fire on your dumb ass. You're putting everybody's life in danger. When they get you stopped, they should be able to open fire. Put as many bullets in your dumb ass as humanly possible, or as much as the clip allows. Menaces to society.
facing.
Glad to have you back, y'all, Pat.
Lapidus, a habitual traffic offender
Hey!
with
Tons! Who just did the other one on Kick? Thank you, buddy. Harper, time to sing the hamster dance. Yeah, I still have the sound alerts. I don't know if it's, maybe I need to put it on Kick for the link to the sound alerts. Because I had it on Twitch. Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Glad to have you back. Tons. And who else just, I didn't see, it went away so fast. Hey, Harper, how you doing, buddy? Find it, check out the video and Discord. That girl loses her shit. Okay, that sounds. Did you submit it? Put it under submitted videos.
Driving, fleeing
find
from
it.
law enforcement, and driving on a suspended license.
Now see some of. Oh shit! Damn it! I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Some of you will think that's harsh. What? What are you talking about? Just open fire on these people. Look at all the lives they put in danger. Look at the little minivan with 3 kids inside when they smash into the side of it and jump out and run. And all the kids are either dead or in the hospital. I mean, yeah, you should be able to. Now, I'm not saying shoot at a moving vehicle. You cannot do that because you're responsible for that bullet until it stops. And if it ricochets off the side of that vehicle and goes in the other lane and shoots the driver in the middle, no, you can't shoot at a moving vehicle. But I think once you get that piece of shit stopped, you should be able to take him off planet Earth. But that's just my opinion. They're menaces to society that we can live without.
Offender with multiple prior license suspensions.
But you don't have to agree with me at all. I'm just telling you my opinion.
Fleeing from law enforcement and driving on a suspended license. Fortunately, no one was injured, but this high-speed chase on such a notorious bridge.
That piece of shit should be at the coroner's office.
Strong public outrage.
Piece of shit.
What would you do if, during a routine shopping trip, a madman burst
Dardanelle, Arkansas. That's outside Russellville.
What happened on December 23rd, 2021, 11:45 a.m. in North Hollywood near the 12,100 block of Victory Boulevard. What unfolded was pure horror, something witnesses will never forget. A deranged man appeared acting erratically, making threats and targeting vulnerable women with frightening aggression. As tensions escalated, fear rippled through the area. A frantic 911 call sent police racing to the scene, but by then, it felt like things had already spiraled too far out of control.
This is why you never leave your house without your handgun. Put it in a pancake holster, wear a jacket or something to cover up the gun. Never leave your house without a weapon. And I don't mean a knife, I'm talking about a gun. Exercise your Second Amendment right. What the fuck? See, I'd have shot that piece of shit so quick. All I have to be is in fear for my own personal safety or the safety of my loved ones.
Anyone who witnessed his cruel actions was boiling with rage, praying he'd be dragged straight to hell. This wasn't just a man. It was a monster in human skin. Police, please. Get here now. echoed the desperate cries.
Exactly, Tons. Why he's attacking women. You don't need all that shit. You got a handgun, run in there. Sitting there making sure his dress is okay and his hem's not showing before they go in there. You got a handgun, run in there. You don't need all that fancy rifle shit. Run in there and protect the public. Wow. Yeah, let's spend 5-6 minutes outside making sure our dress looks okay. Fucktards. I'd shoot that piece of shit. And I am not exaggerating. Somebody like that's shit. I was in fear for my own personal safety. And he's got a weapon in his hand? Oh yeah. About 6 shots to center mass will take care of him. Wow. What a menace to society. And we can live without menaces to society. Nobody's gonna miss him except his mama, and she ain't seen him in 6 years. But she'll be, oh, my baby. Yeah, See, look at these fucking idiots with all their rifles and shit. They don't need all that fancy shit. This is not a standoff.
She's bleeding! She's bleeding!
Why don't you try that shit with me, slick dick? There you go. Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
Injured woman under attack by the maniac. Gunfire shattered the silence. Screams echoed, then faded into an eerie stillness. The attacker paid the ultimate price. But behind that very door, something far more chilling awaited. A terrified 14-year-old girl, hiding just steps away from the chaos.
Now let me explain to you why I was saying do not. You don't need your freaking rifles. You got a handgun. Okay? That's all they needed. You're going into a mall. Okay? So now they've got AR-15s, which is a totally different bullet, a different shell, high-powered shell, right? So what's going to happen when this dumbass officer shoots the guy, misses, it goes behind him, goes through a wall into a dressing room and shoots somebody in the head that was trying on a pair of panties? I added the panties for sexual effect, okay? I just, that's how my mind works. But what's going to happen then? Or it goes through the wall and shoots some woman that's just looking through some shirts in a shirt store. You don't need these high-powered rifles when you're going after somebody in the mall. You got a Glock. You got a handgun that will do the job. It's just mind-blowing the way these officers are so fucking stupid. The shit they do just blows my mind.
The officers acted swiftly and decisively to take down the
Oh,
dangerous-
shit. There is I swear to God, I've not seen this video. I didn't know they were going to show up a dressing room. I swear to God. I was just saying what I was thinking.
Take down
Look,
the dangerous suspect
they bring it
arrested
up.
from the
They're proving my point.
grasp, but tragically, they unintentionally caused the death of an innocent young girl with a promising future.
Oh, shit. I swear to God, I did not know that. Did you hear that? Now, see, a Glock 23, a Glock 17, a 9mm, it wouldn't have went through the wall because it would flatten on impact. It wouldn't go all the way through the wall. Because these mall walls are pretty thick. but that AR-15 shell's gonna go right through it like butter. I did not know that this was gonna happen. I've never seen this video. I didn't review this video. I saw the first 30 seconds of it and I said, yeah, this looks exciting. Let me add this one.
Future ahead.
Wow. You guys hear that? Listen.
With a promising future ahead. The silence.
Listen.
Screams echoed, then faded into an eerie stillness. The attacker paid the ultimate price. But behind that very door, something far more chilling awaited. A terrified 14-year-old girl, hiding just steps away from the chaos. The officers acted swiftly and decisively to take down the dangerous suspect and rescue the victim from his grasp. But tragically, they unintentionally caused the death of an innocent young girl.
I did not know that.
Future ahead.
Damn.
The national crime rate has decreased with the death of this monster. But this serves as a stark warning for a society increasingly threatened by drugs and stimulants, which continue to destroy the youth. What steps must we take to prevent further devastation? June 29th, Charles County, Maryland.
Wait, he said June 29th in the audio, but the picture says November 7th. I'm confused.
At 2 p.m., a violent carjacking erupted in a parking lot when a man assaulted a woman and stole her vehicle. The brutal nature of the attack triggered an urgent, all-out law enforcement response. What followed was anything but routine.
I'm surprised they didn't pull out their taser. Yeah, me too. And ask if the guy was hungry or needed anything to eat from the food court.
The suspect recklessly sped down Mattawoman Beantown Road, blowing through red lights and weaving through traffic at breakneck speed. As the public danger escalated, officers closed in with determination. But the question remains, can they end this before tragedy strikes, or will the suspect's desperation push things past the point of no return?
Get out of the way!
Seriously, though, a lot of people need to learn how to properly yield when they hear police sirens. Officers can't protect us if they're constantly being
Yep, that's crazy.
drivers who won't move over.
Because
in a high-stakes pursuit,
they spent 6 freaking minutes outside gearing up with the AR-15s and shit. They should have pulled in, jumped out of their patrol units, and ran inside the mall. I assure you they had a handgun in their holster. That's all they needed. But no, they had to play for the cameras. Fucking idiots. Okay, I'm gonna watch the one on top. You guys can watch the one on the bottom. There's not enough room for all of us to watch the same one. I'll assign everybody to the bottom one. I'll watch the top one by myself. Oh shit, they took away the top one. Never mind.
Tragedy when the suspect's car lost control, almost as if hit by a Bluetooth pit, and veered into oncoming traffic.
A Bluetooth pit? What the fuck is a Bluetooth pit?
The vehicle slammed head-on into a dump truck. And
dumbass. Good. I hope he was dead on arrival. DOA. DOA, right there. Yeah. What's
His life
PS2?
ended because of his own
What is
decisions.
that?
These choices affected the victim, the truck driver.
This
his
is like
family,
a
and the
PS2
officers
chase?
involved. No one wishes to see someone's life cut short, but his actions ultimately
Bullshit. I want to see that piece of Minister Society's life cut short. Absolutely. I'm cheering for it.
led to his tragic end.
Good. The world's a better place now. Yeah, welcome to my house.
This serves as a stark reminder that recklessness can lead to dire consequences. With so many legitimate opportunities available, why risk lives when countless people dream of experiencing the chances this country offers? How desperate must a mother be to call the police on her own child? That's exactly what happened.
Oh,
in
PlayStation.
Charlottesville, Ohio.
Oh, PlayStation 2. Okay.
2023. A mother, fearing for her 19-year-old daughter's safety, reported her for drinking and driving, triggering a traffic stop that took an unexpected turn. This is a story you won't forget.
Come on back here and talk to me. What's going on?
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I was a traffic unit. That means for 14 years of my 17-year law enforcement career, I worked traffic. Vehicle stops, vehicle searches, traffic accidents, you know, that kind of sort of thing. You got to be safe when you're out there. You don't know these people that you're pulling over. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you pull over somebody that you know. Watch this officer. Not only does he turn his back on this girl who could have a gun in her waistband, he doesn't know. But then he's got his hands in his pockets playing pocket pool. You bald-headed dumbass.
You won't forget.
Come on back here and talk to me. What's going on? Huh?
If he was on my shift, I would have sent his freaking ass home. If he was a rookie. Take your dumb ass to the house. He has no idea what she has on her.
Don't go in the car.
Never let him back in the car.
Put your hands on your face for me. Okay, stand still. Keep your feet. No, keep your feet together. Keep your hands this way.
I'd be like, don't you understand English, you dumbass? I said, don't go back in the freaking car. See, right there, I would have walked over there, put her in handcuffs, and put her in the back seat of my car for my own personal safety. She's being charged with refusal to comply. She's going to jail no matter what. The moment I said, don't go back in the car, and she did anyway, oh, fuck that. Refusal to comply. Her ass is handcuffed and in the back seat of the car, no questions asked. Thank you, Tons.
Very good.
You don't let her. See her hands? I'm sorry, they got to be at her side. If you're going to do a field sobriety test, which is a bunch of bullshit anyway, give her the breathalyzer. It takes a few seconds. You don't have to do all these tests. But if you're going to do this test, her hands got to be down at her side, not under her chin, you know, holding her neck up. This officer needs to go back to police academy and start over.
Surprised I'm doing good because I have astigmatism in my eyes.
Do you?
So I think should be
No.
having glasses.
Stigmatism doesn't affect us, though.
It does with the rapid eye movement. Sorry.
Okay, you're okay.
I was talking like.
No, you're okay. You're okay. You're good. Okay. Do one more thing for me. Stand right here. Do you have any leg or back problems?
I have I don't know if
Still with his hands in his pockets.
6, 7.
You don't put your hands in your pockets on a vehicle stop. You lazy fuck.
For the day and cool down.
The officer showed remarkable leniency toward this girl and completely skipped a proper search. Imagine the consequences if she had hidden a weapon instead. One small mistake could have ended in disaster.
Oh, here comes the alligator tears.
Stand there. Stand up.
Don't give a
Stand up.
shit.
Don't move.
Mine.
It's on your front seat with a rolled up dollar bill. And based on my
This
opinion,
officer,
it's pretty
so
simple.
unsafe.
So, you're on a fight with your mom, you're all angry, you're all worked up, and you have a bag of the roll of dollar bill right next to you on the front seat, and you expect me to believe that you didn't use any today.
Hey, Watson, this is what Watson said. Florida State troopers have to be done standardized and the same every time. You can't just go to the breathalyzer. Yes, you can. I did it for years. Plus, breathalyzers isn't admissible in court. You're exactly right, Watson. My portable breathalyzer is in no way admissible in court. But what is admissible is my probable cause. So once I use my portable breathalyzer, because I stopped doing field sobriety tests in 1996 when I bought my own portable breathalyzer. What the portable breathalyzer allows you to do is place the suspect under arrest for suspicion of DUI once he fails my portable breathalyzer. I cannot submit those test results because all it does is it's a red line that goes all the way up and beeps if they fail. But that gives me the probable cause to place them under arrest, read implied consent to them, ask them if they're willing to take a state-administered chemical test of their blood, breath, or urine, and it's up to me. I decide whether it's blood, breath, or urine. I take them to the station where the intoxilizer test is, and I administered a state breathalyzer test. And those results print out, and that's what's admissible in court. So yeah, you don't have to do a field sobriety test. It's not only dangerous, very dangerous to do it on the side of the freaking road. It's a waste of time. Hey, here, blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, go ahead and turn around for me. All right, buddy, you're under arrest for suspicion of DUI. Now I sit them down in the back seat, read implied consent. If they refuse, they lose their license for a year, they go to jail anyway, and they're found guilty. Just saying. And walked up beside his car, and guy didn't know the cop was there because he was busy.
Somehow slipped free. Instead of fleeing, she guzzled a hidden white claw, hit her vape, and hid the can in her pants. She casually mentioned the loose cuffs later, but the full story only came out at the jail.
And see, this is what happens when you're dealing with a little female like this. The officer was trying to show a little pity and didn't put the cuffs on very tight. I locked them some bitches down. They weren't made for comfort. Hey, Steve.
Drinking
Thank you, buddy.
in the back of a police car might just be a grim preview of where life is headed.
Okay, so see, right here you already know that this suspect is cuffed in the back seat of a patrol unit without being searched. No pat down has taken place. What a dumbass. So he turns his back on the suspect, puts his hands in his pocket while his back is turned, totally underestimating this girl, puts her in cuffs, puts her in the backseat of a patrol unit, and never pats her down. That's a good way to get shot in the back of the head on the way to jail. Yeah, he needs to go back. Remember I said this earlier. He needs to go back to police academy, or maybe law enforcement's not really for him. Maybe he needs to get an Uber license and just do that.
Thankfully, it was just a can of alcohol and not a hidden gun.
They only can get out of the cuffs when the officer's trying to be nice, which is very dangerous. But anyway, Fluffy, the eyelashes the cop fell for. Yeah, that's how they get out of the handcuffs, is the cop is trying to be nice and barely puts them on. You never put the cuffs in on the front, ever, ever, ever. You always put them in the back, and you make sure that metal is touching their skin. And if I can take my pinky and put it up underneath the cuff between her wrist and the cuff, it's fine. It's not too tight.
Done.
Never, David, never did I ever get, nobody on my shift got their vehicle or patrol units stolen. So she's back there vaping, drinking alcohol. Good thing it wasn't a gun that she was hiding, right? She hid a whole can of beer. Good thing it wasn't a handgun. Handcuffs came off.
No, I can't let you in the car. I'm not. It's against our rules, and I like my job. I'm not going to lose it so you can fuck your baby. Well, I'll let you hit it before we go. No, before we go into the jail. When we get there, before we go into the jail, I'll let you hit it.
I'm not giving her no favors. She's back there drinking, got out of my cuffs, and he's gonna let her vape before. Oh, it's my little butterfly. Yeah, I've done that before, Texas. Now see, he's got a portable breathalyzer. Why didn't he save time and do that in the very beginning? See, a breathalyzer gives you the exact same probable cause. If they fail the breathalyzer, you have the exact same probable cause as you would if they fail the field sobriety test. Because that's why you give a field sobriety test. You put them through a series of tests to see if they have balance, speech, slurring, whatever you're looking for, and you got probable cause to arrest them for DUI because they failed your field sobriety tests. The breathalyzer does the exact same thing, but it does it within seconds instead of wasting 30 minutes doing the hopscotch bullshit.
Hey. This is a clean glove.
I don't care about this. I work in a kitchen.
Well, you should. I do, so when you touching your problems. Blow into this, keep blowing until I tell you to stop.
Blow, 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 blow. Did you see that? 0.24. 0.08 is the legal limit. You hit 0.08, you're DUI. Anything under 0.08, you're not. She's 0.24. Yeah, I'd say she's 3 times the legal limit. Now, this is the intoxilizer right here that he's using. This is the state-administered chemical test of her blood or of her breath. You can do the urine or the blood if you want to, but this is so much easier. You type their information from their driver's license in the machine, and you set it up, and she blows in the state-administered test. This will print out a card that shows the time, the date, her name, her driver's license number, her date of birth, and it will put what alcohol level she's at.
Good job. Keep going, 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 keep going. Okay, let's see if it's okay. All right, just like you did last time. Take deep breath.
At the jail, she complied with the blood alcohol test, blowing a staggering 0.219%, nearly 3 times the legal limit. Yet in a surprising twist, Officer Glover allowed her to step outside for another hit on her vape.
He needs to be fired. He doesn't have the common sense and the mentality to be a police officer. What a fucking idiot he is. He needs to be immediately terminated. Turn in your badge, your gun, and your uniforms and all your equipment and go do something else. Maybe working in a cubicle or something would work for you. What an idiot he is. and you never go in through a door in front of the suspect, ever. See, this is shit they teach you in police academy. This isn't rocket science or anything. You don't have to have a lot of street smart to figure this shit out. They teach you this in police academy. You never go through a door with the suspect behind you. The suspect goes first, you follow behind. See, it's just God-gifted common sense.
The suspect faces charges of OVI, underage alcohol possession, tampering with evidence, and escape. Despite these serious violations, her punishment was unexpectedly lenient, raising questions about how DUI cases are handled by law enforcement.
Once, then it'll clean itself again, then we'll do it a second time, okay?
What is he talking about? We'll do it a second time. I only have to do it once. I've done those things thousands of times. I mean, thousands and thousands of times with the intoxilizer, okay? You don't have to do it twice. Holy shit. Okay. Whatever. Hey, Simon, how you doing? Hey, guys, I'm going to run to the little girl's room, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to smoke a half a cigarette, and I will be back, okay? So you guys take an iced tea break. I mean, let me talk directly at David. David, it's okay if you get you a beer, okay? Go ahead. Okay, let's go.
April 1st, 2025, Chelan County.
April
Deputy
Fool!
Risden pursues a stolen taxi driven by a suspect.
Thank you,
involved in a
Hojo.
hit and Run.
Get out of the way, you idiots! Move! That's the shit we have to deal with. Idiots just sitting there. Hey, Casey, how you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Oh, okay, okay. Is it the one in the Ford right in front of him?
During the high-speed chase, the suspect ran red lights, swerved recklessly, and veered into oncoming lanes, putting lives at serious risk.
Oh, I got a flag blanket? I didn't know that, Casey. Send it to 1122 Boogie Boogie Avenue. Is he delivering pizzas or something? What's on top of his vehicle? Sue Thomas, FBI, good show. Oh, okay. See, I don't like women in law enforcement. I don't think women should be in any type of law enforcement whatsoever.
To admire it when the threat is...
See, this is the reason they don't let short people in the NBA, because they're not physically able to do the job. They're not mentally able to do the job. That's women in law enforcement. They shouldn't be in law enforcement at all. None. Zero. Go work at 911 dispatch, be a secretary for the sheriff. That's it. Women should not be in law enforcement. And I'm talking from experience. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. Pit him. Right here, pit. What are you doing? I'd pit on the other side. Don't pit on that side. That's okay, David. I don't want to watch it. Correct, Anthony. Absolutely.
Now, if you're gonna self-destruct, at least pick a less crowded place. Too many people at risk out here. Whoa, gotta
You
admit,
can't
the
pit
guy
him
can
on
drive.
that driver's
And
side
just
when
like
there's
that,
oncoming
he
traffic
backed
on the
up.
left. You got to
One
pit him on the
stupid
passenger
driver
side
watching
so he'll go
all
to the right. Idiots. This is just basic shit that I'm talking about. I mean, no, block him in. Don't let him go.
Kudos
There you
to
go.
the truck driver for forcing the suspect to turn around. Perfect timing. Officers seized the opportunity with a tactical TVI, sending both vehicles crashing into an orchard. Rollins was arrested at the scene and
I'm not talking about, one or two exceptions here and there. Tons. Remove women from law enforcement of any kind. FBI, Secret Service, local sheriff, police departments, everywhere. They shouldn't be in law enforcement. Again, that's why little short people aren't in the NBA. Same shit.
now faces serious charges, including possession of a stolen vehicle.
And like I said, Tons, I'm talking from experience. That ain't my opinion. That's experience. All they do is get male officers hurt and take male officers' jobs.
Pooler, Georgia, December 21st, 2000.
They're not capable.
13 p.m.
They don't have the mentality to deal with the problems that arise. Remove them. Ban them from law enforcement.
What will the suspect do next?
They can't even answer a call by themselves. They always got to call for backup so the male officer can show up and handle the call. From experience, I'm talking. A waste of a uniform.
The suspect showed no intention of slowing down, ignoring
Damn.
traffic and forcing anxious drivers to clear the way. Even the emergency lane became his personal racetrack.
Yeah, get out of the way! Right. Left. There you go. Well, hell, a blind nut or a blind squirrel will find a nut every now and then, Tons.
Despite several PID attempts, the suspect kept fleeing, but officers held their ground, ready with more tactics. His escape would
See, you could pit this son of a bitch on that driver's side right now and he'll slam into that guardrail. Does it? I usually went down like, I think it was 820 or 8, was it? Yeah, 8, loop 820 or something like that. What? Hey, Casey, I've been up to about 5-6. I just been waiting for my ex-wife's son to let's go bounty hunting and do IRL live streams, but he fucked hard. Whoa, what do you do? Oh, okay. I didn't see behind him. Just get over. Yeah, you can't pit him right now. There's too much traffic. Somebody else is going to get involved and get hurt.
One car performed a precise PID. Two others immediately blocked the front and rear of the suspect car, causing it to spin counterclockwise and stop moving. He jumped out of the passenger seat.
I don't know what all this level up shit means. You leveled up to 1. I don't even know what all that means. Thank you, David. Oh, good maneuver, buddy. Very good. You can't pit him right there, you idiot. Don't pit him yet. Wait till it's clear. Now you can pit him. Oh, he turned. Get him right there. There you go. Piece of shit. Yeah, that figures. That figures. Menaces to society right there. You black piece of shit. Yeah, let's just put everybody's life in danger, you dumbass. You can't shoot him when he's running.
In just a few minutes, police quickly apprehended him. He now faces serious charges, including fleeing law enforcement, DUI, and theft. Don't mess with the
McDonald's
police.
and
This
watching
serves as a
Fail Army?
reminder to everyone.
Piece of shit.
You won't believe what's coming next. Suspects driving like they have nothing to lose. Gunfire in the heat of the chase. And
I don't know who this guy is.
they'll leave you.
You guys ready? I think it's time to go. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, deputy, that was him that just passed you right there. If you're on TAC 5, in the wrong, he is driving on the wrong side of the road. Just out and out driving on the wrong side of the road now. Woodland, he's 29 on Woodland Avenue. Still northbound in the southbound.
On February 21st of 2024, highway patrol officers in Escambia County, Florida, were working on a stolen vehicle case when they would...
Now, Escambia County is Pensacola area. Just so you know, it's up in the panhandle of Florida. Just west of Tallahassee.
witnessed an unrelated hit and run at the
Me too,
intersection
Tons.
of Highway 29 and Burgess Road. A gray Audi had
Thank you,
just
David.
struck a white Volvo and fled the scene, leading
Would you
police
hold
on
my
a
hand
high-speed
during the
chase across the
turns?
Florida Panhandle. Dozens of officers and a sheriff's helicopter wound up chasing the 18-year-old driver. They couldn't help but wonder why this Audi with Wisconsin plates was running for his life.
Running for his life? Get out of the road, dumbass! Fucking idiot. People just don't pay attention to their surroundings, do they? Oh yeah, Grady Judd territory. Wait, hold on just a minute. Is that where Grady Judd is? Is in Pensacola, Escambia County? I thought he was down in South Florida, somewhere outside Miami, like Dade County or something like that. Is he really up in Escambia? Holy shit, I didn't know that. That makes it even better.
Police lost sight of the suspect as traffic picked up in the area. Thankfully, their helicopter was able to quarterback the chase from
Yeah, I
the
thought
sky.
yeah, Polk County, not Escambia.
29, back northbound 29.
That's right, he's in Polk County.
Okay, yeah, deputy, that was him that just passed you right there. If you're on TAC 5,
No,
he is driving on the wrong side of the road.
I just showed you the fastest roller coaster that I will ever get on. Ever. When it comes to roller coasters, I'm the purse holder. I hold the purses and the drinks to the delusional idiots that want to go on the ride.
Just out and out driving on the wrong side of the road now. Woodland, he's 29 on Woodland Avenue. Still northbound in the southbound. Okay, he's getting turned around now. So, trooper, there you go. That's him turning around. That's him that just turned around right there. So he's southbound 29, southbound 29.
Oh, Highway 29. Yeah, I know exactly. I've been down that
He
road
just made
before.
another U-turn in front of
Highway
the-
29.
Florida officers finally caught up and weren't about.
I think the name of the road is Fairfax. Or Fairfax. Fairfax. Highway 29 is Fairfax. If my memory serves me correctly. Yeah.
To lose him again. Watch as this trooper
See,
love-taps
Anthony,
the
me
car
too.
before pit maneuvering
I get
the
dizzy.
Audi into oblivion.
Going around and around circles. And up and down and shit. Hit him right there. It doesn't matter how fast he's going. Put him in the woods. If he would pit him on that passenger side, that son of a bitch would end up in the woods, hopefully with a broken neck. There you go. Not me. I don't like roller coasters. I don't like bumper cars either. Oh, you want a brake check, do you? Okay. I got a push bumper, dumbass. Nope, never happened, David.
And he's making the right turn on Molina, right turn Molina westbound, 482.
Yeah, Mark Lamb, that's in Arizona. Bob Fletcher, I don't know where he is. I'd be screaming like a little girl. There you go, you piece of shit. Don't hit the mailbox. See, you didn't plan for the pit. Don't send it. Why would you do that? I'm not going to say that. Oh, it's a rollover, send EMS. I'll let them know once I get stopped and get over there first. I'm in no hurry to get help for the menace to society piece of shit. No hurry at all. Good. I hope he broke it. I hope he's DOA. That was beautiful pit though. But the officer almost lost control because he didn't plan for the, once that car released, you've got to be prepared to come back. If you're not, you can
Now
run
let's
off
watch that
the
again in
right
slow
side of the
motion.
road.
The suspect's Audi veers off the road and lands hard in a ditch,
Good.
causing it to roll at least a dozen times.
Good.
Meanwhile, our officer deploys some slick driving skills
Yes,
and
he
keeps himself
did.
from losing control. The suspect
did. He
was
did a good
identified
job.
as 18-year-old Noel Patonquin
Shit.
of Rhinelander, Wisconsin, a small
should have
town
been
about
DOA.
1,200 miles north of Escambia County. Police learned
See there? See, that's what I'm talking about. He said EMS. You didn't need EMS. You're just wasting fuel, taxpayer dollars to bring EMS to the scene. It was not needed.
he had active warrants out of Wisconsin for disorderly conduct, felony bail jumping, false imprisonment, and stalking. After this chase, Noel added hit and run, reckless driving, fleeing, eluding, and driving with a suspended license to his rap sheet.
9, he's not going anywhere. He's locked in, but he's trying to start it again. 5, 9,
It was March 6th of
Now you don't tase him. Once you get that window, a crack in that window, you just shoot pepper spray in there. Seriously, I've done it. It works. Their foot comes off the fuel pedal, everything. They're like, ah! They're screaming like a little girl, like I would if I was on a roller coaster. You just do this, and fill that cab up with pepper spray. Not only will he come out of the car without being told, he will be compliant. And I'm talking from thousands and thousands of incidences experience. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen it in action.
2024. Officers in Thurston County, Washington had just...
Hold on, David. David asked me, hey, what about water slides? Do you know how many hood rats have peed in that water that you're sliding down? Do you know how much soul glow is in that water that you're sliding? No, I don't do water parks at all. That's one of the nastiest places to ever go. No.
Stopped a pickup truck on suspicion of DUI. The driver gave the police a fake name. Then he began causing chaos in a small dirt trailer park. To keep him from fleeing, police tried placing spike strips over the only exit. Unfortunately, their timing wasn't quite right.
That was a waste. Of course, that could happen to anybody. I'm not faulting the guy for that.
No spike, heading back towards Rich.
Okay, I'm catching up to you guys. I'll call it.
After leading police on a dangerous chase through town, this maniac decided that the walking trail was his best option for escape.
Down Slater Canyon, blue the stop sign. Down the Cheney Trail, right at Lacey Boulevard here. 50 miles an hour on the trail. Past mile marker 4.5 on the trail. Gonna be northbound over the trail, little ramp. We're going over the overpass, over Pacific. Speeds of 48, just got over the overpass.
That's a cool looking road they're on, though.
The suspect nearly hit several people who were out walking their dogs. Imagine going out for a relaxing stroll, only to see a pickup screaming toward you at over 50 miles per hour. The suspect finally left the trail, which gave police more room to pit maneuver his truck. Watch how this guy fights until the bitter end, even when he's boxed in and surrounded by cops.
5-9 hit one of the cones in the middle of the trail to stop cars from driving. We're eastbound 26. 36 is going for pit. Good pit, good pit.
Eastbound 36, good pit.
Did a bird just shit on his window? Oh, okay, never mind.
And TBI.
He's still going.
Reversing eastbound. 5-9, he's in reverse. Hit a camper.
See, destroying people's property like that. Should be able to just get out and just open fire on that piece of shit. That's just my opinion now. You piece of shit.
Show me your hands!
And see, the problem is, Tons! Another super chat. Thank you, buddy. Who's loving Pat being back? Go ahead, guys. You can answer that question. Thank you, buddy, very much. Something else happened. What was that? Somebody just subscribed to my channel. Thank you, whoever did that. And a super chat.
Not listening to commands,
Let's
digging in
see.
the front.
I guess not. I don't see it in the chat. You run over there, you yank the door open, and you grab him by the hair of the head, and you drag him out of the driver's seat. Done it thousands of times. It's not that hard. Now they got crossfire going on here. What a... Okay. Do it your way. And did you see that? Watch the background. They're so oriented that the officer in the background busts his ass like one of the Three Stooges. Just watch. Watch the guy in the background bust his ass on the sidewalk because his adrenaline's pumping and he doesn't know what to do.
Show us your hands!
Watch it. Go ahead, fucktard. Go ahead, Goober. Yeah, there you go, Goober.
Turn the keys!
Open the door. Snatch his ass out of there.
Pull open his door. 5-9, he's not going anywhere. He's locked in, but he's trying to start it again.
You should have done that earlier. Now, watch Barney. He's going to come out with a taser. And let me tell you something. It doesn't work. A taser does not work. It does. It works about 1 out of every 50 deployments. Pepper spray works 100% of the time, baby. And I'm talking from experience. Oh, would it make it more entertaining?
Taser,
See, there's a taser, dumbass.
Police learned that their suspect had active warrants for assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a stolen vehicle. He also had 8 prior convictions for assault, burglary, and grand theft auto. He was booked into Thurston County Jail on several new charges, including DUI and reckless driving. But despite everything you just heard and saw, they released him.
Hold on, I just...
To Thurston
I
County.
I was hoping the commentary would say something about it. But look, in a situation like this, I want you to look at, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 officers and only 1 officer working. Just 1. You see the guy on the passenger side of the vehicle? He should have already, during the time that Barney Fife with the cowboy hat on broke the driver's window, he should have been on the passenger side window, breaking that window to give the officer that's on the driver's side support. Cover him. I'd have had that window broken, had my gun right at the suspect. Because there could be a gun on the right side of the driver stuck between his leg and the seat that this officer on the driver's side cannot see. But when Mutt over here on the left, if he'd have broke the window, he'd had a clear view of what's going on inside that vehicle when this officer's trying to open the door. But you got 1 officer working and 4 standing around leaning on shovels. What the fuck? This idiot on the left, I'd be so pissed at him. What is he? He's supposed to be backing me up. What is he doing? Standing there like he's on Miami Vice. See, this is what happens when you hire police officers because they have a pulse. Not that they're qualified. Not that they have the mentality to do the job. They have a pulse. When you lower your standards, this is the bullshit you get.
County Jail on several new charges, including DUI and reckless driving. But despite everything you just heard and saw, they released him shortly after. We wish we could tell you why.
Don't run into each other.
On New Year's Eve of 2024, police in Moore, Oklahoma set up a sting
they're just getting their
operation to
time
try
in,
and catch a
Tons.
local drug dealer. Undercover officers agreed to meet 35-year-old Kayla Cervantes at a Dollar General off Eastern Avenue. Everything was going according to plan. Then, Kayla spotted a nearby patrol vehicle and got scared. She hit the gas and led police on a dangerous pursuit along Interstate 240. She blew through multiple stoplights, had several near misses, and tested her luck by driving on the wrong side of the road.
Do we have a vehicle description?
The exit on Walker, westbound, it's a white Dodge Ram pickup.
Hey, thank you. Anthony, I had to pause for a minute. Hold on. Anthony said, hey, Pat, the one Bail Patrol episode at the apartment complex, yeah, we were up on like the 5th floor or 4th floor of that apartment complex with your son was good, man. Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun. And I was so looking forward to, I found the solution. I mean, I told my son, I got it. I got the equipment that we need. All we got to do is purchase it. We'll get it in, we'll test it. It's going to work because it's Wi-Fi bonding. So what it does is it takes all the signals in our area from AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, US Cellular. It takes all those signals and takes it into one strong signal and sends it to our Wi-Fi box. I know it would work. I did a lot of research on it. I know. Me and Texas talked about it. It would work. And then I hadn't heard from my son since. So it's crazy. Because that stream, I'm telling you guys, me and my son bounty hunting, doing an IRL stream, you're seeing the action as it happens, would have blown up. Guarantee you within 6 months, we'd have had over 10,000 viewers on that show. Dang. Thank you, Anthony, for the compliment, buddy. Let's do it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Go! Hell yeah. Yeah, Wi-Fi bonding was the way to go. And I found the equipment. I found what would work. No problems. It would have worked. Because if we get into an area that's the AT&T signal's low, but the Verizon signal's high, we get that all three of those signals turned into one signal to our Wi-Fi box, and it would have kept us live the whole time, no matter where we are. Yeah, Texas, I wanted to say thank you, man, for all your help and assistance on researching all that, man. You helped a lot, and I really, really appreciate it.
Now let's see that again from the other officer's perspective.
Wait, somebody said, I hope your son's okay? No, Dave, he's in the, you know how cancer works, you know, he's level 3 fucktard. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, there's no helping him. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. He's in level 3 fucktard.
Wanted woman for some time. She had active warrants from 3 other counties for drugs, burglary, and eluding the police. She rang in the new year in Cleveland County Jail, where she's currently awaiting formal charges.
God.
Okay, right here. I'm gonna leave this running, but I'm gonna run to the little girl's room. Okay, be right back.
On May 5th of 2022, Arkansas State police officers found themselves in hot pursuit of a stolen white pickup. The rainy conditions made this chase extra dangerous, and multiple attempts to spike strip the suspect failed. Police were left with one option when they finally got in a good position.
Still going eastbound. He's going to come right to the bridges. 10-4 eastbound. They got back to the 2 bridges.
Thank you, Texas. Hey, Todd.
In slow motion, you can see both cars split the road. The white truck goes airborne and smashes through someone's wooden fence. They're lucky he didn't end up in their living room. Police quickly arrested the suspect, who put on a show when he spotted the camera in the back of the K9 patrol car.
What a piece of shit. Shoot him! Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. Like I said, I said level, it's stage. He's in stage 3 fucktard mode. So yeah, it's not gonna work out. Thank you, Todd.
I'm tired of going to jail, man. I asked for help from the parole, from the doctors, all kinds of stuff. Nobody wants to help me. I've asked for help and asked for...
Nobody wants to help. How about you help yourself? Nobody, you're the one that made the decision to run from the police. Help yourself, fucktard. You can't help somebody that's not willing to help themselves.
For help and ask for help, and nobody's willing to
Tough
help
shit.
me.
You got the money for help? You don't look like it. If you ain't got the money, then go fuck yourself.
15 years,
Dumbass.
you don't know how to live.
We don't know you shit.
We never learn his name.
I did, but Texas, you'll be happy to know, or Miss Twisted Angel will be happy to know, it did not need adjustment at all. It was perfectly in position, right where it was supposed to be. Just saying. But thanks for asking.
So it's unclear what he was charged with or what he spent 15 years
How about
in
fleeing
jail.
and attempting to
He's
elude?
complaining about nobody helping him, but he's clearly unable to help himself. Stealing a
See?
truck and running
Yeah.
from the police is the last thing you should do after getting out of jail.
No. Right now, Anthony, I'm wearing a pink thong. I just like the pink. It goes with my robe. I like to be color-coded.
Pit, 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 pit. Start 52.
Pit, pit, pit,
On
pit, pit,
April
pit,
6th
pit.
of 2020,
We never said that on the radio.
Georgia state troopers put out a bolo, or be on the lookout, for a...
I wouldn't even say pit, 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 pit. I just 35 station. We're stopped at, and I'd give our location. 35 station. Temple, man, we're going to be stopped at Columbia, South Columbia, and Robbins. That's it. No, pit, 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 pit. That makes my lips chapped to do all that shit.
A black Nissan Altima wanted for felony shoplifting. It was last seen driving with Tennessee temporary tags, and the front bumper was damaged.
Don't bring Tennessee into this stupid shit.
On I-75
I
North,
Twisted
Trooper
Angel!
Williams spotted the vehicle attempting to blend in with traffic. He got behind the Nissan, but wanted to wait for backup before pulling it over. That's when the driver sped up and began
That was a good
changing
idea.
lanes,
Wait till
leading to
backup
this
gets
intense
close.
Chase down a congested
no hurry.
Georgia highway.
That was a good call. Wait for backup to get closer.
Gonna be on the right shoulder. That's on the right shoulder. It's gonna be still on the right lane, going back over to the right shoulder. Right lane on the right shoulder. Headed up towards the 228. Down the left lane. Go left lane 228. Now going in the left lane. There's a lot of cars for me to. I'm unable to pit. There's a lot of cars around.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
attempted to pit. They still we in coming up on the 231. They're going towards the right lane.
Police. Here we go! Red down arrow with vertical words. Here. Thank you, Anthony. Oh, yeah, I gotta fix that. Look at that, it's off. It should be in that box. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Yeehaw! Here we go. Let's rock.
They taking the 285. They taking 285. You know, I'm at the 285.
See, everybody on the road right now, their life is in danger because of one idiot.
They just forced the car for arms to the shoulder. Still going towards 285. Going
See, if he's DOA from like lead poisoning at the end of this, he will never do this shit again to the public. That's what I'm saying.
Pit. Start 52.
Well, you rocking tons. Damn, I feel like I'm looking through binoculars.
Start 52.
Pit. Yeah, hood rat, shut up. Criminals watching criminals.
The driver was identified as Haley Bott of Tennessee. Police discovered that she had a history of felony shoplifting, having recently been arrested.
And here's what's funny is when they get hurt like this, when we pit them, and it's always hilarious to me. My arm's broke. Yeah, you'll be okay. Get out. Grab my other arm. Get out of the car. Oh, my arm's broke. Yeah, you did it yourself. Shut the fuck up. Like they actually think we're supposed to care that they're injured? I don't give a shit.
In November of 2023. She was treated at a local hospital for a knee injury and then arrested for fleeing and reckless driving.
She was treated with a knee injury at taxpayers' expense. I just want to make that clear. Yeah, that's what he should do, bind him. See, I don't know why. Pit.
On February 6th of 2024, a police officer in Highlands County, Florida, was on a routine patrol when he spotted a 2021 white Dodge Charger that was linked to a shooting the day before. Our officer pulled a quick U-turn, which prompted the driver to hit the gas and flee.
Yeah, I wouldn't bail her out either. You got your shit into that mess, you get your ass out of it. Everybody's life is in danger because of this dumbass. There we go, there's my Discord. Oh, that truck got lucky. That pickup, he was almost involved in a 1050. He done screwed up the back tires. The whole axle's messed up. Look at it.
Speed's 40 miles an hour. He's barely able to control it.
I bet you he wishes he had a bicycle at this moment. And all this officer's got to do is get up there and pit him and put a stop to it. I don't know why he's following behind him. I would immediately get up there and stop it. Put him over in that ditch on the left side. Why are you just letting him go?
He's not able to control it. It keeps going into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, so you need to put a stop to it before he hits somebody head on. Get up there and pit him. You got the push bumper. Well, he may not be certified to pit. I don't know. That's the only thing I can figure why he's not pitting. But if this is highway patrol, you do that standard training. They go through pit certification during trooper school. Oh, is that what? Okay, thank you, Tons. That don't make any sense, but hey, whatever creams his Twinkie. Hit him, yeah, get him off the freaking road. I would have done that a long time ago. God, I hope he broke. DOA, DOA, please. So you have to ask yourself, what was he waiting on? He pitted him. Why did it take him so long to do it? Must be a female. No, it's a dumbass idiot.
33 traffic, got to stop.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up on the ground! I will kill you!
The driver, Jaquan Hall, gave himself up as soon as the car stopped.
Jaquan. Is anybody surprised? Jaquan.
Police learned that his brother, Tyshawn Hall, was the shooting victim. However, Tyshawn got himself arrested.
Where do these idiots come up with these fucked up names? Jaquan. That sounds like an animal that was discovered in the ocean last week or something.
Anyway for firing weapons in public.
Look, it's a Jaquan.
It sounds like both were involved in some kind of gangland shootout. According to
You
police,
think?
Jaquan struck another officer head-on.
I'm not surprised.
The officer involved suffered
In
minor
menaces to
injuries
society.
and made a full recovery at the hospital. Ultimately, Jaquan was charged with fleeing, resisting, and driving without a valid license. It's unclear if the white Charger was stolen or if it was involved in the shooting incident.
What a freaking surprise. Jaquan.
January 16th of 2021, Talbot County, Georgia. GSP Trooper Ledbetter was stationary on Georgia 96 when he spotted a black Hyundai Elantra acting suspiciously. The driver slowed as she approached our trooper, almost hesitant to pass him. She rolled down her window, and Trooper Ledbetter ordered her to pull over to the side. She figured fleeing
Why do I want to
was a
scroll
better
it back,
idea.
Texas?
She paid a hefty price when officers deployed 2 pit maneuvers to run her off the road.
Why do you want me to send it, bring it back? What did I miss? Hey, Frank! On Kick, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Art Man! Oh yeah, I'm not. That's right. I'm not getting the. I got to figure out a way how to get the chat from Kick over to here, so I can see both chats. Sorry guys. Time to sing the hamster. Yeah, doing good. How are you, Harper? His pants fell off. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. Oh yeah, Night Cop is back. Yes, sir. 100 proof guy. The bitch knows how to party. Art man!
Do it again, man. Do it again. Do it again.
Now let's see
Oh,
that
okay,
again from
Texas.
our tailing officer's perspective.
DOA, DOA.
I got 236.
Pit, right here. You're perfect. There you go. Oh, is anybody surprised? That figures. Yeah. Menaces to society. Hold on. Oh, you want to come in here, Mason? Come on. Come on. There you go. I had to let Macy girl in. She wanted in.
The driver was identified as 20-year-old Bethany Dowdell. When police asked why she ran, she said it was because she didn't have a license and was afraid of getting
Look at her
arrested.
hair.
Officers also noticed the strong odor of marijuana coming from the car. Bethany later
That can't
admitted
be
to
a
smoking
surprise.
about 30 minutes before the chase. She was medically cleared and taken to Talbot County Jail. In hindsight, had she just kept driving normally, Trooper Ledbetter wouldn't have noticed her.
We're good. We just got a big bag of meth right here, looks like, so we're gonna probably move the narcs.
If you're gonna drive around with a big bag of illegal drugs, you probably shouldn't do so in a stolen vehicle. This meth head learned that lesson the hard way on July 11th of 2022, when police in Little Rock, Arkansas spotted his stolen car near the Medical Sciences campus in Midtown. Officer Corey Hall of the Little Rock Police Department didn't want to risk innocent lives by chasing the driver through campus. He wasn't left with much choice when the driver got paranoid and began
More
running
Arkansas
away.
cops.
Yeah, I imagine he's not gonna stop.
Where's this at?
We're still gonna be going southbound. I haven't turned.
Somebody look up that longitude and latitude. Tell me where it is. Miss Bridge!
Southbound. Looks like we're passing.
Wait. Hi, Miss Bridge. I haven't seen you in a long... How are you? Sexy butt. I didn't say that out loud, did I? I was thinking it. But then I heard an echo in my mind that like I almost said it. Sorry. Does it look like Little Rock?
Westbound on 7th Street. Speeds are 21.
Yeah, this is a hood rat location, I guarantee you. I can tell.
Westbound on Wall Street.
Oh, there you are, Miss Bridge. I had a great Easter. Of course, you know, we don't really do Easter anymore. Just Happy Easter, that's it. But I said it without stuttering, so there is that. And that morning I put my pants on without falling. So it was a great Easter. Just saying.
Looks like it should be occupied by a white male around here, the driver.
Alright, now on the road. No traffic.
Thank you, Miss Bridge. Yeah, Nubin's wife. Nubin say Nubin's wife is
with the Arkansas State
putting my
wrapped up their own traffic stops.
my appeals letter together.
Pursuit. They eventually took lead positions as the driver left Officer Hall's jurisdiction.
No, I didn't get anything, David. I didn't need nothing. David, I'm trying to watch my figure. I don't need no chocolate fucking bunnies and shit. I'm watching my figure. I got a happy Easter. That was enough. There's no calories in happy Easter. Just saying. Now see, this officer let these other officers around him because he's not pit certified, but they are. Watch, they're gonna pit him immediately. There you go. You don't have to. I don't know why these idiots get on the radio. Oh, one failed pit attempt. You don't need to tell dispatch that. Dispatch is back there trying to eat some fucking Oreo cookies and drink a little bit of milk or tea or coffee. They don't need to hear that shit. Idiots. They just want to hear themselves talk on the radio. Oh, yeah. Well, that was stupid.
Stand up.
Dumbass. Can anybody say MS-13? Or equivalent?
We're good. We just got a big bag of meth right here, looks like, so we're gonna probably need the narcs.
How about you kiss my butterfly, David? What the hell? I'm 119. Do I look 150 pounds? Are you crazy? I hadn't been 150 pounds in my entire life. I've been over 120 once. And I got panicky. Good. Hi, Miss Lisa Donaldson.
Hey, Tiffy, grab that meth.
Yeah, he did. Oh, for nothing.
The driver and his passenger were arrested and brought to county jail. Unfortunately, police never revealed their names, so we don't know what they were charged with or what happened to them after this chase.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Every Georgia State trooper remembers their first pit maneuver. For Trooper Benjamin, his first came when he was still a cadet on June 9th of 2023. He was patrolling Chatham County with his partner
Texas.
when they spotted a gray Ford Escape doing 54 in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. The driver, later identified as Yolanda Irvine, refused.
Thank you, buddy, for the welcome back. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
To pull over after Trooper Benjamin activated his lights and siren.
Miss Bridge, sexy butt, I was not going to go there with the Skittles. But since you brought it up, see, I let that fantasy go 5 months ago. And here it is flooding back into my head.
She led them on a reckless chase through Chatham County, which proved to be a valuable learning experience for Trooper Benjamin.
With your watermelon wine? That reminds me of Tom T. Hall. Another one.
Wait for the cars. Get up there. Oh, go, 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 go. You got it. Stop. Oh, don't hit the car. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Try and hit him before he gets back to that.
There's the palm.
Get out, get out. Wait, there's a car right behind us. Bring it down. Get your hands out the window. Put your hands up.
While the pit itself was decent, the timing wasn't great. You can hear the worry in his partner's voice when Benjamin seemed completely out of it when she finally came to. Her eyes were bloodshot, and she smelled
I wish she'd have broke her freaking neck.
At the hospital, she kept saying how it wasn't a big deal and that police shouldn't have been...
Now, when they mention hospitals, rest assured, that was paid by the taxpayer, not by Yolanda.
Chasing her. She lied and told the doctors she was pregnant, which was easily disproved after a simple test. In the end, she was medically cleared and hauled off to Chatham County Jail on multiple charges. August 1st of 2021, Atlanta, Georgia. GSP Trooper Youngblood was patrolling
Atlanta, Georgia.
near Moreland Avenue and I-20 when his license plate reader picked up a suspicious vehicle. A Jeep passed him in the oncoming lane, bearing the tag number RLK 1803. According to the plate reader, the tag was long expired. It was last registered to a 2010 Hyundai Sonata. That told Trooper Youngblood one thing: this Jeep was likely stolen. He turned around and began chasing the driver, later identified as Derek Alexander. Instead of stopping, Derek led the GSP on a death-defying chase through the Atlanta suburbs. He's lucky nobody's kids were playing outside that day.
Yes, I'm still doing the coffee. There's the link right there. I'll put it in the chat. Thank you, buddy, for asking. I was actually singing another one, Bites the Dust, in my head before you started playing. I have ESP in, Lisa. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! I got to change that. I thought I changed them all. I didn't change that one. So what is that one? Okay, so it's in the chat. Okay, got it. Is all these in the chat? Yeah, okay, I'll change them. Absolutely, Miss Lisa. Will you keep my community in your prayers? We lost a off-duty police officer yesterday from a trap. Absolutely, Todd. What was his name? Do you know? Yeah, that's why we don't, look, we do not need speed bumps in residential areas. We need parents that parent their children and teach them, like my parents said, look both ways. before crossing the street. We never had speed bumps, ever. So we don't really need speed bumps. We need parents to parent their fucking brats. Because we're where we're supposed to be. We're in the roadway with our vehicle. But they penalize us because the parents don't want to teach their kids anymore. Yeah, it doesn't mean up and down either. Thank you, Bridge. That's something very important to point out. Speed bumps started popping up about 10 years ago everywhere. Like, what the fuck? Lively. Sam Lively. He was a Tyler, Texas? That's outside Longhorn, not Longhorn,
Trooper Youngblood
Longview.
wants to get this psychopath
Longview.
off the road ASAP. So he positions himself to pit the next time Derek turns into a neighborhood. If he can spin the stolen Jeep into a tree, he should be able to end this chase for good.
Yep, I agree, Miss Lisa. Yeah, pit that son of a bitch. You're clear. Go. Hit him right here. There you go. No, it didn't work. He didn't follow through. He just hit him and stopped. You got to follow through. No bumper cars, Bridge said. Hunky dory. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the YouTube video. It really helps. I'd really appreciate it. Give me the thumbs up. Not the thumbs
After spending
down.
most of the chase in the suburbs, Derek finally sets his sights on the highway. His luck is running out, though, as it seems like every cop in Atlanta is now on his tail.
And in a chase, you don't really need all the cops in Atlanta. You only need 3 units. Really, 3. And you need those 3 in case you can box him in. You need 3 patrol units to box a vehicle in. Any more than 3 is just a waste of gas, a waste of taxpayer dollars. What the hell? GTSY 2? I don't know what that means. Yeah, stop him right there. There you go. Do it like you mean it, though. Get in front of him. He's going to just take off again. There you go. Now, you see how this officer on the passenger side did it? You remember earlier when we were talking about Baby Huey on the passenger side, just posing for Miami Vice? See, this is what you're supposed to do. You need an officer on both sides. Oh, good to see. GTSY. Okay, got it. For now, I won't remember. When you do it next week, I won't remember. I'll be like, what the hell is
The Jeep was
GTSY?
reported stolen out of Atlanta on July 2nd of 2021. They also learned that Derek had warrants for his arrest out of DeKalb County issued on July 19th. He was taken to jail without further incident to answer for his past and present crimes.
Even if it's wrong, we're going to do it. Let's go. Here's another Escambia County.
On February 21st, 2024, Officer M. Pepitone was patrolling Escambia County in a clearly marked police cruiser. Stationed at mile marker 1 on Interstate 10, he monitored westbound traffic, ready to take action. He spotted a vehicle fleeing from the area of State Road 29 near Interstate 10. Emergency lights flashed.
No, I do. Oh, X. Oh, I thought you were talking about X with 2 more X's. I was like, wait, I do. That's how I got certified on the Heimlich maneuvers watching the... But anyway, yeah, it's not that I don't like X. I don't have an account with X. So it's kind of hard for me to bring the stuff up. Let's go.
The siren wailed. The chase was on.
Is it just me, or does he sound like a football announcer? Huh? This guy sounds like a football announcer. I mean, seriously, like he's calling the shots. He's at the 50-yard line. Oh, you have to use that thing on... Yeah, I have to use that thing on my shoulders, which usually malfunctions and does not work properly. I don't do a lot of upgrades to it when the upgrades come out. So yeah, it hardly ever works properly, the thing on my shoulders. Oh wow, I'm on Truth Social, Lisa. I don't think I got a link to it, though. No, I don't. But I do have Rumble. There's my Rumble. You on my Rumble?
The vehicle exited
link.
at mile marker 5, cut across 9 Mile Road, and sped north at over 100 miles per hour, creating an extremely dangerous situation. It weaved through Pine Cone Road before veering onto 297A, heading straight into oncoming traffic. Other vehicles swerved frantically to avoid collisions, escalating the risk of crashes. The suspect continued by making a sharp turn onto Muskogee Road, then repeatedly doubled back on US 29, racing.
Screw that shit. We don't want to see that again. That's on a different video.
As Noel Almargo Petonguat, the registered owner of the vehicle, crashed.
Yeah, we already seen this one.
On November 20th, 2024, chaos erupted in Madera County, California. The Madera County Sheriff's Communications Center received an urgent call. A stolen vehicle was on the loose, ramming into multiple cars and fleeing the scenes. Behind the wheel was 41-year-old Alan Scott Williams, a suspect far from ordinary. Reckless and dangerous, he was willing to ram the reporting party's vehicle in a desperate bid to escape.
911, state your emergency.
Hi, this guy.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he just hit my car.
Okay, let me get you to CHP. 1 second.
He's going around. Yeah, he's definitely.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
CHP.
So he almost hit somebody head on. You guys, I'm sorry.
It means a criminal has all the rights. We're in California now.
On the 41.
Okay, so he's southbound on 41 now from 49?
Yep.
Yep. He's gonna hit me again.
He's trying to hit you.
I'm
What
sorry,
road,
man.
what road are you on?
He's
A black one. I'm on a black road.
He just
I need to know what
Turning
road
onto
you're
a
on.
dirt road.
I'm not on the road, man. I'm in the middle of a fucking field. My car is totaled. Oh my god. All right.
Sound like a woman with a man's voice, doesn't it?
We're going. He's definitely going like 70 miles an hour. Yep. He just nicked a FedEx truck.
Police swiftly deployed forces and established a perimeter to intercept the vehicle. Every tactic was carefully calculated, from attempts to disable the car to preparing to neutralize the suspect. However, Williams proved more reckless
I'm all
than
that in a
expected.
steel bag of chips,
He suddenly
Cromwell.
veered off-road,
I got it going on.
kicking up a cloud of dust and debris, then fled into rugged terrain.
Yeah, that figures. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on a paved road.
The vehicle pursuit turned into a foot chase, echoing with the pounding steps of officers and K9 Obie, the fearless police dog, across a perilous landscape. The incident not only risked property damage, but also stirred fear in the Oakhurst community. Williams' brazen act of ramming into a witness underscored his disregard for human life, a small but telling sign of an unstable and dangerous mind.
Why would you...
The chase reached its climax when Williams, cornered with no way out, pulled a...
Okay, look. Can we back up a minute? Look at this. This is just pure stupidity on the officer's part. Okay. So, here's an officer.
The incident not only risked property damage...
He's not even running. He's jogging slowly. Now watch this dumbass. He's got to have his driving gloves on.
But also stirred fear in the Oakhurst community. Williams' brazen act of ramming into a witness underscored his disregard for human life. A small but telling sign of an unstable and dangerous...
Why? Let's go back just a little bit.
His disregard for human life. A small but telling sign of an unstable and dangerous...
Oh. Why? You can catch up with that suspect like 1,000 times quicker if you stay behind the wheel. The road is clear. Watch. The road is clear for him to get through. The truck that he rammed into the tree or whatever is not in the way.
Small but telling sign of an unstable...
See that? Look, why? Why not just drive down there to the suspect? You'll get there much quicker and not be out of breath when you get there. So, I mean, afterwards, that means you can smoke a couple of cigarettes and be okay. You got to think ahead on these things. That's just stupidity. I would never do that. Why do I want to park my car and do elbows and ankles? Why? Not me. I'll do it if I have to, if I can't get my patrol unit through there, but just stupidity. That's just dumb.
Dangerous mind.
He could already
the
been up
chase
there
reached
too.
its climax when Williams, cornered with no way out, pulled a handgun and aimed at K9 Obie.
Drop it!
A shot rang out. Obie was hit, yet he charged forward undeterred, embodying the unyielding spirit of a four-legged warrior. Officers immediately returned fire, sparking a brief but intense shootout. Williams went down with serious injuries, and Obie collapsed, his body riddled with bullet wounds. The scene was chilling, a stark reminder that even a service dog, though an animal, can possess loyalty and bravery beyond human comprehension.
You got him? I'll cuff him. Hey, stop running! You're gonna get bit! Here, come on! Here!
Yeah, let's just run instead of drive.
Stop running! You're gonna get bit! Stop! Stop! Over here! Drop the gun! Get down on the ground now! Over here!
Fortunately, one officer on scene, who was also a medic, quickly administered first aid to Williams, while Obie was rushed
You never, ever, ever, ever administer aid, any medical aid, to a menace to society piece of shit. You are not a doctor. If they end up dying while you're trying to give them medical aid, you're named first in the lawsuit. Never. It's officer choice. And I always chose not to touch those pieces of shit. We'll wait on the EMT. He's not bleeding that much. It's okay. Nothing that some water or pressure washer couldn't wash out of the street. It's okay. EMT, when the EMT gets here, they can do their job. I've done my job. I stopped the suspect. And I'm not kidding. I wouldn't even go to help him. Fuck him.
To an emergency veterinary clinic. X-rays revealed his body was pierced with fragments of bullets. A heartbreaking yet heroic image of this dog's ultimate sacrifice. Alan Scott Williams was airlifted.
See, he shot the dog. And they're going to render aid to this piece of shit. Help the dog!
To a hospital in Fresno and is expected to recover.
Wow.
You can reduce.
It's either a hood rat or it's an illegal piece of shit. What do you want to bet?
On the morning of February 13th, 2025, a blue Honda Grom sped past officers on Griffin Road at an alarming speed. The rider, a white male wearing a blue ski mask, was...
A white male? Okay, I'm wrong. Scratch that shit.
Clocked at 50 miles per hour, well over the speed limit. The Pennsylvania license plate immediately drew attention. Officer Antonini activated his lights to initiate a traffic stop. However, instead of complying, the rider suddenly made a U-turn and headed westbound into oncoming traffic, triggering a high-stakes pursuit. At the intersection of US 1 and Griffin Road, he veered across the grassy median, cutting through lanes at breakneck speed. Other drivers slammed on their brakes,
you don't have to follow him like that. You can go down to the intersection.
Through the roadway. A split-second lapse could have led to disaster, a chain reaction crash, property damage, or worse, serious injury.
He should have hit him. Why are you letting him get by you? Bump that son of a bitch off the bike.
The rider kept pushing the limits, making a sudden U-turn at the intersection and speeding the wrong way down the southbound lanes of US 1. He darted across 4 lanes, mounted the median again, and veered back northbound with reckless abandon.
Hit him with your patrol unit.
Officers kept a safe distance, lights flashing and sirens wailing, trying to force him to slow down. But it was clear, this wasn't someone planning to stop. His defiance made one thing certain. This wasn't just a routine traffic offense.
See, it's not his safety that we give a shit about. It's the safety of the innocent drivers that are on the roadway that we have to protect. So if you have to run into that son of a bitch on the side, make him get a prosthetic leg in the future, that's okay. You stopped him from hurting anybody else.
Offense. Something far more serious was unfolding.
Run into it. I would get... Oh,
the
brother.
chase reached its climax when the driver veered onto the ramp to Interstate 595. The officer quickly closed in, pulling his patrol car up alongside the Grom and ordering the driver to stop. But he ignored the command and sped northbound on US 1.
That's gonna help.
Suddenly, he swerved across traffic to take the exit ramp from ICFAI 595. In a reckless move, he cut across the grassy median, darted across 4 lanes, and came to a halt on the left shoulder of US 1. Police immediately initiated a vehicle containment maneuver, but the driver refused to surrender. He intentionally rammed the left side of the patrol car, resulting in a collision. The sound of metal crashing echoed as the driver jumped off his bike and attempted to flee on foot. He only made it a few steps before slipping and falling to the ground. officers swiftly apprehended and handcuffed the suspect without...
Why did this guy say this is a white male when it's a hood rat? It's not a white male.
Without further resistance. He was identified as Francisco Antonio Liscano.
Okay, so he's an illegal. I was right all along. But look, right here, let me show you something. Right here, that looks like a hood rat to me. Watch.
Officers
right
swiftly...
there. I would have swore it was, but I'm wrong. It's an illegal piece of shit alien.
Apprehended and handcuffed the suspect without further resistance. He was identified as Francisco Antonio Liscano. A records check revealed his driver's license had been suspended due to 2 prior violations, and he did not possess a valid motorcycle endorsement. Additionally, the license plate didn't match the vehicle, and the Honda Grom was confirmed stolen. A search of Liscano's bag turned up a small amount of marijuana residue, offering a likely motive for his reckless flight. Francisco Liscano was taken into custody and faces a series of serious charges, including auto theft, reckless driving causing damage, operating a vehicle with a suspended license, fleeing to evade law enforcement, and other related offenses. The motorcycle was impounded and transported to Westway Tow Yard for fingerprint processing. Liscano was transported by fire rescue to Broward General Hospital for a medical evaluation.
On taxpayers' dime. He was airlifted and all that because taxpayers had to foot the bill. Because it's not free. Somebody has to pay for it. But this illegal piece of shit is not going to pay for it.
Evaluation before being transferred to the Broward County Jail for
exactly,
further processing.
Lisa. See, this is what I think, Lisa, and this is just my opinion, okay? They came out with this incredible movie a few years back called The Purge. And Purge 2 and Purge 3. And I didn't agree with the way they did The Purge. I think The Purge should be targeted only at illegal aliens until we can get them all out of our country. Whether that be through the morgue or on an airplane, it doesn't matter. But I like the idea of the illegal alien purge. I think we could get rid of them in a couple of weeks. Of course, that's just my humble opinion. I gave you an excellent idea. I wasn't kidding. That is my opinion. What are you doing? Put his ass in a patrol unit and transport him. I'm not calling all that airlift shit. Get your ass up. He bumped into the side of the patrol unit and fell in some bushes. Please. Yeah.
On July 6th, 2023 in Deltona, Florida, an officer noticed a suspicious black Mercedes with a temporary license plate partially obscured. Upon approaching the vehicle, the driver, later identified as 23-year-old Michael Becht, appeared cooperative, rolled down the window, and agreed to pull over at a nearby shopping center to avoid disrupting traffic. However, this was merely a facade for his bold intentions. Things took an unexpected turn when Becht, instead of following instructions, floored the gas and sped down Catalina Boulevard, heading straight for Interstate the 4.
Did you see a black Mercedes go this way? Which way? That way?
45 Central just got flagged down. He's still headed
westbound on.
They don't care that you got a flag down. They don't care.
Plate.
No need to say that on the radio.
Hispanic male, black hoodie.
The Air 1 patrol unit quickly took action, tracking the Mercedes from the sky. Becht weaved through heavy traffic, ignoring all stop signals from ground patrol units. His reckless driving not only jeopardized his own life, but also put innocent drivers on the road in danger. Florida's summer, with the influx of tourists, heightened the risk of a catastrophic accident. A notable detail, the speed and way Becht handled the car showed a reckless disregard, almost as if he were caught up in an adrenaline rush and forgotten about the consequences. This raises the question of the mindset of the—
Wait, Miss Lisa's got good news. Please tell me you realize after all this time that you owe me a light to medium hand spanking. Is that the good news? If not, go ahead and tell me anyway. I'll wait. Put some dirt on it.
Those fleeing the police. Do they truly consider the cost of their actions?
Shoot that piece of shit!
Ground units coordinated closely with Air 1, setting up roadblocks, but Becht remained determined to escape. He believed the heavy traffic would help him evade capture, but he was wrong. In the end, amid the chaotic sea of vehicles, he was forced to stop. At that moment, Sheriff Mike Chitwood appeared unexpectedly.
The sheriff?
Having just left Jackie Robinson Ballpark, still wearing his Daytona Tortugas t-shirt, he rushed in and, with the help of his colleagues, pulled Becht from the vehicle. His swift action demonstrated not only quick thinking, but also a strong sense of responsibility, regardless of time or circumstances. The scene surely left onlookers on edge, highlighting the dangers of high-speed chases, not just for the suspect, but for the community at large. Michael Becht was subdued on the spot, bowed his head in apology for his actions, and was arrested without further incident. He was charged with fleeing from law enforcement and driving with a suspended license, then incarcerated at the Volusia County Branch Jail with a $5,500 bond. On Tuesday, November 12, 2024, an officer observed a yellow Mercury, Vehicle 1, approaching. The driver, later identified as Michael Lewis Jr., was holding a mobile phone in his right hand, clearly using the device while driving, a dangerous and illegal act. The officer signaled for Lewis to pull over for further handling of the situation. When approached, the officer asked for his name. Lewis responded that his last name was Jones, a clearly false name intended to mislead. My suspicion grew, and when I turned to verify further, Lewis suddenly accelerated, speeding off eastbound on Highway 440.
All right, 4. I think 20 and dispatcher on different pages.
Oh, the hillbilly in Arkansas. Yep. Hell yeah.
During the pursuit, he threw items out of the driver's side window, an action indicating an intent to destroy evidence. The officer maintained a safe distance, but did not relent, using trained tactical skills to follow without adding further risk. The items he discarded likely indicated Lewis was trying to conceal drugs or other illegal items. A small yet significant detail reflecting the panic-driven mindset of a criminal.
He's on his way to nursing school.
Fortunately, no immediate damage was reported, but Lewis's recklessness served as a clear warning about the dangers of fleeing from the law. The chase reached its climax as Lewis continued driving south on Bankhead Highway. At the intersection of 3M Road and East 39th Street, his recklessness finally caught up with him.
How in the hell
Whether
did
he was
do
panicked
that?
or under the influence of drugs, his loss of control caused the Mercury to crash into a cable and flip onto its driver's side. A police officer quickly approached the scene, secured the area, and arrested Lewis immediately.
My Patriot buddy! See, listen, guys, in a situation like this, seriously, when you come up on, you see that thing flip like that, all you do is you pull up like this trooper did. You get out, you get in your trunk, you get your coat hanger, your little bag of marshmallows that you got over on the left-hand side. You stick it, take the coat hanger, stick it in the middle of that mark, and if you can get up, and a lot of places to step on the undercarriage of this vehicle, you can roast some marshmallows while EMT is en route. You never want a good situation like this just to go to waste. That's a very good opportunity. And none of them are thinking straight. They're running around like, what do we do? What do we do? Get you a bag of marshmallows. Just saying. Thank you, Texas.
Driver, show me your head.
Well, between you and me, Miss Bridge, he's got plenty of ass to work off. I didn't really say that, but I'm just pointing something out that might be important. It's all those steaks. I had to say it. I was going to keep it to myself, but with my personality, it just shot forward. It overrode my thinking. How we gonna do this? How we gonna do this? Get your ass on the ground, you fucking hood rat.
All right. We're the assholes. You driving like that, and we're assholes. Yeah.
When all these people are rich out here.
Shut up, dude. Lean across the car.
You gotta calm me down. I'm leaning. I'm driving.
A search of his person revealed $2,147 in cash in his right front pocket and a vial containing 40 pills suspected to be oxycodone in his left pocket. Inside the vehicle, the evidence continued to pile up. A plastic bag containing green plant material believed to be marijuana, a black digital scale, 2 vials containing liquid suspected to be promethazine, and an open bottle of alcohol. These findings not only confirmed my initial suspicions, but also indicated that Lewis might be involved in drug trafficking activities.
You think?
Notably, the black scale stood out as it was not only a tool for drug distribution, but also a symbol of meticulous preparation in criminal conduct.
You should be embarrassed, dude. We didn't even have to hit you, man. Dude, you hit yourself.
He was arrested and taken to UAMS Hospital, where he refused medical treatment.
Why was he taken to the hospital to begin with? They should have no rights to go to the hospital. Period. Once we get them booked and all that, the nurse will take a look at them.
There, Lewis admitted that he had been video calling his girlfriend, deliberately boasting about driving past the police, despite active warrants targeting him.
See, he looks fine to me. Looks like a Mack truck. He's fine. He don't need a tune-up. Wasted gas taking him to the...
Lewis was later transferred to the Pulaski County Jail, facing a series of serious charges. Possession of marijuana, oxycodone.
In this country, the United States, we care way too much about these menaces to society pieces of shit criminals. We've got to stop that or we're going to lose the war.
Promethazine, drug paraphernalia.
We got to start treating these pieces of shit
identity
like they're
theft,
criminals.
and several other traffic and judicial offenses. Felony warrants from multiple agencies were also confirmed and executed.
United States
On the morning of April
Texas.
7th, 2023, along U.S. Highway 90 in Kinney County, Texas, a gray Toyota sped by.
Wait!
The DPS officers, with their skilled tactics, closely pursued the target, working seamlessly with the K9 unit, ready to assist.
Good.
In a desperate attempt, the driver tried to ram through an iron gate, but the car stalled instantly. Two suspects, the driver and a passenger, jumped out of the vehicle and sprinted into the brush along the roadside. But the DPS team's agility quickly thwarted their escape. The high-speed chase not only posed a danger to the officers, but also threatened the local residents. Highway 90 is a vital transportation route, and a high-speed pursuit could lead to a catastrophic accident. Furthermore, spring is harvest season for farmers in Kinney County, and any disruption on the road could disrupt local economic activities. The driver's reckless attempt to break through the gate underscores the danger of human trafficking activities across the border.
Good deal!
The arrested suspects have been...
I would have bought tickets to watch you... Never mind. Never mind, Miss Bridge. I'm just gonna... I caught myself before it was too late. Let's continue.
Identified as Donald Graves, 26, and Najua Harris, 25, both from Louisiana. Graves, a member of a gang in Baton Rouge, is wanted for charges related to human trafficking. Both individuals are now facing federal human smuggling charges, marking a significant victory for DPS Texas in the fight against cross-border crime.
Now, for those who don't know, DPS is Department of Public Safety. That's what they call Texas Highway Patrol, Department of Public Safety.
On March 6, 2025, Officer B. Webster announced via radio that the Polk County Sheriff's Office was in pursuit of a stolen gray SUV heading eastbound on Interstate 4. The vehicle, with Florida plates, was confirmed to be stolen from Osceola County, and the driver was engaging in reckless driving, endangering the safety of others on the road. The SUV sped down the road like an arrow, reaching speeds of 120 miles per hour, weaving through traffic without regard for the safety of anyone. The driver appeared reckless, constantly performing dangerous maneuvers to shake off the police.
I'm going to keep this rolling. I've drank a gallon and a half of coffee tonight, so I'm going to run to the little girl's room while this is still running. I'll be right back.
Near mile marker 70, the vehicle crashed into a construction zone, knocking over traffic cones and swerving left to avoid a construction device, almost losing control. This situation forced me to carefully consider my options. On one hand, apprehending the suspect, and on the other, the risk of a public accident. Using the precision immobilization technique, PIT, at such high speeds was always a difficult decision. The officer attempted the pit for the first time here, but the SUV managed to escape, indicating that the driver was not only reckless, but also highly skilled. The impact of the pursuit extended beyond just traffic. The knocked-over cones, the near collision with construction equipment, and the panic of other drivers on the road created a chain of potential consequences.
Am I the only one in this group that seems to think it's either a hood rat behind the wheel or an illegal alien in the United States of Florida? Let's see if I'm right. Has anybody seen Future Trooper? Where's Trooper at? I hadn't seen him tonight. Now, David, are you Future Trooper Incognito? Did you change your name to Dave and got rid of the Future Trooper? See, you can pit at any time. You see the traffic? There is none. Get up there and hit that piece of shit and stop this chase. All you gotta do is, I guarantee you, this engine in this patrol unit can outrun that little car up there, that little SUV. He can get up there and pit him. Unless he's not pit certified. There is that.
We're 120, 85, also 714, we're doing the same time now.
Okay, thanks, Dave. You know what? I mean, think about it. This is the perfect time. Look, what? Oh yeah, there we go. Here we go. Okay, Macy. Let me get Macy. Come on. Come on. You gotta make up your mind which side of the green screen you want on. Alright, I'm back. Oh Lord! This baby girl! Was at McDonald's eating and watching Phil Harvey. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's where he was. He had to consume his quota for the day.
Police quickly approached the vehicle and removed the occupants.
A couple of Big Macs and a couple of cheeseburgers short of his
the age of 18. The driver, who initially identified himself as Christopher Lee Smith, was 17 years old.
Okay, I'm wrong.
However, at Orlando Regional Medical Center, police confirmed that he had intentionally provided false information in an attempt to mislead authorities. Smith now faces multiple charges, including fleeing law enforcement, reckless driving, endangering minors, and several other offenses.
He's an unparented. His parents didn't parent him when he was growing up. Just a menace to society, piece of shit, and he always will be. He's not going to change.
On January 2nd, 2025, Officer Tiller was assisting colleagues at a traffic stop in Little River County when he got a call about a red Chevrolet Silverado being chased by Ashdown police. Tiller immediately left, turned on his
Ashton police, not Ashtown. Ashton.
Emergency lights and sirens, and drove north to intercept the pursuit. Even though a tire deflation device had been authorized, once Tiller was close to catching up with the suspect, his
Did you guys see that? What's this? This patrol unit almost sandwiched right into that guardrail. Watch.
Had been authorized. Once Tiller was close to catching up with the suspect, his superiors canceled the order and told him to join the pursuit directly.
Now pit that piece of shit. A pickup truck's easy to pit. Very easy. You ain't gotta pit it, just bump it a little bit. Oh, absolutely.
At the intersection of North State Line
agree,
Road and
Miss
Sugar
Lisa.
Hill Road, officers spotted a red Silverado with 2 Ashdown police.
Yeah, because, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 20 years, 15 years, it's proven statistically, timeout does not work. Can we just go back to ass whoopings? Those work. Those have been proven year after year, hundreds of years. Ass whoopings work. 10, 15 years of timeout. Look what we got. Look at the colleges and shit. Look what, yeah, they don't work.
Vehicles trailing it. The suspect suddenly made a right turn onto St. Michael Road, heading into Texas.
Yeah,
he noticed a
make
DPS vehicle at the intersection, but the officer couldn't get involved in time. The 2 Ashdown units led the pursuit as the suspect sped onto the Interstate 30 ramp heading west. The suspect was driving recklessly in the left lane, while the Ashdown units moved to the right lane, using tactical driving skills to maintain a safe distance. The superior officer ordered a tactical vehicle intervention, TVI, when the opportunity arose, but the suspect kept swerving, preventing me from safely getting into position. This situation required patience and precise judgment, because even a small mistake could put the public or my colleagues in danger. The handoff of the primary pursuit between agencies showed professional coordination, but also presented challenges in maintaining constant communication among units.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's it. See, this patrol unit, if it's got the police package on it, can outrun this pickup. I'm telling you, I've pit many pickup trucks. Unless it has this huge 1-ton freaking toolbox on the back, you can pit this son of a bitch so easy. You don't even have to go through a full pit. You can just bump it a little bit and come back. Done it, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Well, I didn't really have the money to buy the t-shirt. That's an exaggeration. But all he's got to do is I would get on that passenger side. My patrol unit's got the power to get up there, and I'd pit that son of a bitch. Look, in a police chase, if your police chase goes more than 5 miles, you're doing something wrong. If there's somebody in that group that's pit certified, he should get up. Our job, our mission in a chase is to stop it as soon as possible. And they don't do that anymore. They just follow the leader wherever the criminal takes them. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa on YouTube said you would look sexy in that t-shirt. I know, and I'd have a pink thong on to go with it, or red or blue, red, white, and blue. Yeah, one of those. And it would like highlight my butterfly. So thank you for the compliment. I just wanted to add some shit to that. Where do I come up with this bullshit?
The suspect kept a high speed, forcing me to look for an opportunity to perform a PIT maneuver. When the suspect exited at exit 220A, southbound on I-369, the pursuit hit 100 miles per hour.
Talking.
The police were constantly evaluating factors like heavy traffic, bad weather, and collision risks. As we neared the West Lawn Drive overpass, the road cleared up, and there were no civilian vehicles in sight.
Darling.
At 102 miles per hour, I saw a rare chance to execute the pit maneuver, and I struck precisely on the front left of the patrol car,
Ladies and
to
gentlemen,
the rear right of the suspect.
Since this son of a bitch has started, he's had the opportunity to do a pit maneuver. He's just chosen to follow behind him.
Suspect's vehicle.
Yeah, see, I got Havoc on my Netflix watch list. It came out yesterday. I got an alert that says Havoc is now available on Netflix. I put it in on my list, and I want to see it. So I'm glad you liked it. That's with the guy that played in what's the name? Where he was a superhero. I forgot what it was now, but where that beast would come out in him. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Miss Bridge.
TBI.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. What's the name of that? Damn, I forgot the name of that movie. He's done like 3 of them now. Venom. Yeah, that's it. Venom.
The collision caused the Silverado to lose control, hit the median, crash through a cable barrier, but it still kept going.
Shoot that
I quickly
piece of
spun
shit.
around to block the front, only to see the suspect bail out of the truck and run east across the northbound lanes of E-Tube 369. The chase turned into a foot pursuit over rough terrain, steep embankments, wet, cold ditches.
If you'd have shot him.
Our team worked together, and after a few hundred feet, we managed to catch the suspect. He was arrested without any further incidents.
He's not a guy, David. It's an AI. Oh, yeah, Forrest. Now, see, I like Forrest Whitaker, but I also like the Olympia, whatever his name is. He played in Justified. I forgot his Timothy Olympus. That's a great actor. But so is Forrest Whitaker. I really like Forrest Whitaker.
You better fucking be. You know that country?
Really, Miss Lisa? Lou Ferrigno only played in one thing, the TV show Hulk. Really? That's all he ever played in. Who was that? Bill Bixby. With Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Perfect. I've got it on
John
my watch
Clark
list
was
in
arrested on
Netflix.
charges of evading arrest with a vehicle, evading arrest on foot, speeding, and theft of property. The police car suffered minor damage, a dent in the front left fender, and a bent wiper blade. Despite facing harsh weather and tough terrain, we ensured public safety and brought the suspect to justice.
You know, I think one of the best movies he ever did was with him, Jodie Foster, and I forgot the other guy about the money. I forgot the name of it. And then Twister with Helen Hunt.
Heck yeah.
That's true too, Hojo.
Gosh dang, you turd.
You turd, you piece of shit. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you got a backbone, officer. Numb nuts. Oh, is it really? The TV series or the movie? Wow, look at that ass.
That's the end of the video.
Sorry. I mean, look at that damn Chevy underneath that cop car. Holy shit. What a beautiful car. Just saying. Damn. Beautiful car. Anyway. Wow. I just can't help it. Beautiful car. Just beautiful. Ugh.